Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Interleague football. Millis will be kicking off to St. Mary's. And it's a debut of the new coach, Sean Driscoll. The kick is deep, bobbled, picked up at the 11-yard line. Coming down the sideline with a head of steam, beats the last player. Out in front, Jalen Echeverria, nobody within 20 yards of him. He goes 89 yards. I think that little bobble made the difference. He bobbled it. That allowed everybody to get downfield. And once he got by that initial defense, he was gone. That's Jalen Echeverria, who was the co-MVP in basketball and his first year playing football at St. Mary's. What an auspicious debut for him and Coach Sean Driscoll. So he bobbled it, he picked it up at the 11-yard line and went 89 yards for the touchdown. And just about 11 or 12 seconds in the game, St. Mary's has grabbed a 6-0 lead. They go to the spread with a wing to the near side. They hand it off. And they run it in for the conversion. George Freeman runs it in. So just like that, people didn't get sitting in the seats. Now it's almost like we're starting now because St. Mary's is going to kick off to Millis. But what an auspicious debut for Coach Driscoll and an auspicious debut for Jalen Echeverria. I believe he played Pop Warner football, but I haven't seen him play football since. He's been a basketball player and a very good one. Terrific three-point shooter. And he made quite a debut. First time in a long time without Matt Durgan on the sideline. Bouncing around, picked up at the 26-yard line. And getting across the 30. Nick Ager with the return up to the 33. And that's where Millis will put it in play, as they find themselves very quickly trailing 8-0. They spread everybody out, 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They try to run it straight ahead. Back is Tony Fallon's.
Thomas Fallon on the carry. Gain of 1 on the play. Second down at 9. Ball to the Millis, 34-yard line.
Patrick Henry with the hit. They picked up a yard. 2nd and 9. Same setup with the wideouts. Just a little bit high, the intended receiver, Ager. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Well, a big play for Millis. They're already behind 8-0. They don't want to give the ball up right away. No change in the setup. Trying to turn the corner, not going to get there. He'll lose yardage on the play.
Thomas Fallon on the keep. A loss of 2 on the play. Play will bring up a 4th and 11.
Back to the 32. A loss of 2, and he'll have to kick it away.
Lee Pacheco, Jalen Echeverria deep for St. Mary's.
So St. Mary's, without a run back, could get decent field position. With a run back, they could get very good field position. High snap, but they handle it. And the kick bounces out. St. Mary's gets very good field position at their own 45-yard line. They're already up 8-0. Derek O'Leary is the quarterback. He's sent a wide out to the near side, a wing to the far side. Echeverria gets the carry. Falls forward for a couple.
Tripped up by number 45, dropping to it. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8.
So they give him 2.
Ball from St. Mary's 47.
Coming to the near side, just sneaking in. To Millis territory. And Zach Bodden. Now they put it at the 50-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play. Play will bring up a 3rd down and 5.
So they give him 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. O'Leary will bring the play back to the huddle from the sideline. The wideout goes to the far side. They run it off that far side, and that's enough for 1st down. That's Freeman. So they picked up their first down of the season, even though they're leading 8-0.
1st down, 1st and 10, St. Mary's. Ball from the Millis, 43-yard line.
And the ball is at the 43-yard line of Millis. Freeman picked up 7 on that play. St. Mary's holds on the ball. They move the chains and the clock, leading 8-0 here in the first period. Echeverria turns the corner, gets to the 40, maybe inside the 40.
Echeverria, the ball carrier. Driven out of bounds by number 21, Brian Nichols. Gain of 6 on the play.
They put it to 38, so he picked up 5.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5. Ball from the Millis, 38-yard line.
2nd and 5 for the Spartans. Turning the corner and starting a brand new segment of Spartan football. And the new coach, Sean Driscoll. They pile it up as they push Freeman forward. He goes to the 35 for 3.
Stephen Malia, another tackle.
Third and a couple.
Gain of 3 on the play. Play will bring up a 3rd down and 2. Ball from the Millis 35.
They run inside to the right side. That's Freeman again. That should be enough for a first down, and it is.
Yawn to it. James works in on the tackle. Play does result in a first down. First and 10, St. Mary's. Ball from the Millis 30-yard line.
First and 10 from the 30. They're going to throw for the first time. It's caught by Patrick Henry. O'Leary was falling down and lobbed it up. Patrick Henry came up with the catch.
Patrick Henry.
And they're knocking on the door at the 8-yard line. They picked up 22. Their third first down on the drive. O'Leary getting the play from the sideline. And St. Mary's looking to add already to an 8-0 lead. It's actually their first possession of the ball game. They scored on the opening kick. Echeverria carries it in. His second touchdown. He's having an auspicious debut. They go 55 yards in 8 plays. The big one, the 22-yard pass from O'Leary to Patrick Henry. Freeman and Echeverria pick up 15 yards apiece. And they'll look for 2 again.
Two-point conversion by George Freeman is good.
And it's Freeman running it again off the right side.
Score St. Mary's 16, no, it's nothing.
Well, St. Mary's coming out and starting very quickly, getting 16 points in a short space of time. A kick return and then their first possession. They've run 8 plays and they've scored 2 touchdowns. When you throw in the kick return. The guy spaced it out on that 55-yard drive, 33 rushing, 22 passing, and 1 catch from Patrick Henry. 3 first downs. So now they'll kick it off again to Millis. Bouncing around, straight upfield, near the 35-yard line.
Christopher Edwards on the return.
Christopher Edwards with the return. They put it right at the 35.
First and 10, ball from their own 35-yard line.
So they start 2 yards better than they started their first drive. They started at the 33, wound up with a minus yard on 3 plays. Now they start at the 35, and the same setup. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Trying to turn the corner with the quarterback, and that's Fallon again. Falls forward for a couple. Second and 8.
Ball from the Millis 37.
Not going anywhere.
Brian Kane on the carry.
Jack McGuire making the defensive play. We got a flag on the play.
Gain of 1 on the play.
And it's going to be against St. Mary's.
There's a flag on the play.
We would have lost a yard on the play. And it's a big one. It gives Millis a first down. And it gets into St. Mary's territory. Unsportsmanlike conduct against St. Mary's.
Penalty against St. Mary's, dead ball foul.
A big 15-yarder gives Millis their first down, and they're in St. Mary's territory at the St. Mary's 48. A double wide out to either side, now motion to the far side. Motion man gets the handoff, and if he's lucky, he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Brian Kane on the carry.
So no gain on the play.
Tackled by 56 out.
It'll be second and 10.
No gain on the play, second down and 10.
Now they go I formation for the first time. Wide out to either side. Quarterback lines up with it, and he wish he didn't. That's McGuire again with the play. They lose back to the 45. Their own 45.
Loss of 8 on the play.
They lost 8 on the play. So it's going to be third
down
and 18.
Ball from the Millis 45.
Third and 17 as they lost 7. They double a wide to either side. They go back to the shotgun. Looking to throw, now in trouble, taking off, trying to run with it. Gets hit and dumped again. Couldn't find anybody downfield. And they lose yards, they're going to have to kick it again.
Matthias Haley, number 50 on the sack.
They lost another yard to the 44.
Bring up a 4th and 17. Ball from the Millis 44.
They'll kick it away. Just got it away, almost got it blocked. St. Mary's will let it go. Millis will touch it. And down at the 23-yard line.
St. Mary's takes over 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Ball from their own
They didn't
24
catch
yard
the
line.
number of St. Mary's, but they almost got to the kicker, almost blocked the kick. They're putting it down to 25. That's where St. Mary's will put it in play. Larry, the quarterback, he's a junior. He had his feet wet a little bit last year. They send the wide out to the far side. They try to run it that way. Not going to get very far. Might have got a yard if they were lucky.
Tackled by a host of Millis defenders.
That's Freeman with the carry.
2 on the play. Play will bring up a 2nd down and 8. Off the St. Mary's 26. That is the end of the first quarter.
And that's a very quick first period.
St. Mary's 16, Millis nothing.
As we reach the end of one, St. Mary's dominating. Echeverria with 2 touchdowns. He ran the kickoff back 89 yards for a touchdown. Freeman with the conversion. And then they turn around and they go 55 yards after they shut Millis down to get the punt. 55 yards in 8 plays. Now they shut them down again. And we'll start the second period with St. Mary's leading it 16-0. Millis has -7 yards in the first period. They do have a first down, but that came on an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against St. Mary's. Millis brought a few fans on the other side. Well, very quickly, we're into the second period. We have 1 pass thrown, and that was by St. Mary's, and it was complete. So the clock kept running with Millis doing nothing but running the ball. Even when they tried to throw the ball, wound up getting knocked down. So as we start the second period, it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Spartans. Everybody in tight. Motion. They give it to the motion man coming to the near side. Turn the corner. Big game by Echeverria.
Echeverria, the ball carrier.
Student body left for St. Mary's. They get out to the 39 for a pickup of 13 and a first down.
Ball, they're all 39.
The light out goes to the far side. Wing to the near side. They try to run it straight ahead. Second effort. Got Freeman a yard. Got actually Echeverria a yard.
Nick Alger with the original hit. Gain of 1 on the plate. 2nd down and 9. Ball from the St. Mary's 40-yard line.
Oh, he runs inside, he runs outside. 2nd and 9 from their own 40-yard line. The Spartans trying to add to a 16-0 lead. Millis was over at the side talking to Coach Driscoll. I'm not sure what that's all about. Well, Larry's standing next. Now they're going to take a timeout. That's what it was. He was standing next to the official,
30-second timeout.
waiting to call a timeout. I guess he was letting the clock run down. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 40-yard line. St. Mary's kind of shocked Millis with the opening kick. Looked like Millis was in pretty good shape. They kicked it. Echeverria had it, wobbled it, couldn't pick it up at first. Finally picked it up at the 11-yard line, and that allowed Millis to get downfield. But that hurt him because when they got downfield, Echeverria had one line of defense to get through, and once he got through, he was off and running to the races. And that started the 16-point run by St. Mary's. He's got both touchdowns. He gets the call again. Student body right, big open on the right side, and it's a foot race, and he's gone. Gone again, 60 yards for the touchdown.
Jalen Echeverria. 61-yard touchdown run, Jalen Echeverria.
He went to the left, and he ran it, picked up 13, and they said, we ran it to the left, let's run it to the right. He ran it to the right. Once he got right at the line of scrimmage, there was a huge hole opened up by St. Mary's. And nobody, if they were playing two-hand touch, one-hand touch, they wouldn't have come anywhere near him. So they go 75 yards in 4 plays. 73 of them picked up by Echeverria. He's got 89 yards rushing, and we're 1 series into the second period. They give it to Freeman again off the right side. This time Millis shuts him down.
Two-point conversion is no good.
So Mary's going over 100 yards rushing. They got 108 yards rushing, a 22-yard pass play, and they only have 5 first downs. Because they picked up big chunks, especially that 60-yard run. So 82 of their 130 yards have been picked up on 2 plays, the 60-yard run, the 22-yard pass. And once again, St. Mary's will kick it off. Freeman will do the honors. Bangs it off, and they're down. The knee went down. They're still running with it. But when he reached to pick it up, his knee touched the ground, and they're going to put it back. Should have been at the 29, but I think they're going to put it at the 30.
Kick down by number 42, Andrew Finley. Millis will take over first.
They hit a little ground ball. They hit one of the up men. He went back to get it. When he reached back, he got it. But his knee touched at the same time he picked it up. And then everybody was trying to tackle everybody. They blew the whistle. They put it at the Millis 30-yard line. So they've started at their 33, their 35. Now they start at their 30. Their third possession. They only have 1 first down, and that was the penalty against St. Mary's. They triple the wideouts to the far side. Quick out. Was it caught? It was, and it should be a first down. Brian Kane with the catch. That's their first down that they've earned.
Down, 1st and 10 Millis. Ball from the 40-yard line.
So Fallon with the throw, Kane with the catch. First and 10. Again, 3 wideouts to the far side. Again, over the middle. Breaking to the middle and making the catch is Nick Adrian.
Balance pass.
And coming up holding his shoulder
Tackled by number 24.
is Leo Pacheco. He's an outstanding athlete in multi-sports at St. Mary's.
Ball for St. Mary's, 49.
You don't want him to go down. They pick up back-to-back first downs as they put it down at the St. Mary's 49. 11 yards in the first down. Go back-to-back first downs, and now St. Mary's with everything going. Pacheco up, walking the sideline. Let's hope he's going to be okay. Very good basketball, baseball, and obviously football player. Again, 3 wideouts to the far side. Millis taking to throwing the football in this series. Allen takes off and runs with it. And it looks like he's going to get a first down.
Allen on the quarterback keep. Tripped up by number 50, Matthias Haley. Play results in a first
Gets it
down.
to the 38. Picked up 11.
St. Mary's. 38.
Back-to-back first down. So Millis moving the football. They spread St. Mary's out that time because they threw it 2 in a row. Now Fallon runs it for 11. Fallon runs it again and gets pretty good yardage.
Fallon on the keep.
Picks up 5 to the 33. He puts themselves into the plus column. Rushing, they were -7
5 on the play, second down and 5.
at the start of this drive.
Ball for St. Mary's 33.
They put 3 first downs together, and they have it 2nd and 5 from the 33. They stay with the 3 wideouts to the far side. 1 to the near side. Allen again runs straight ahead. He's got another first down. Down to about the 21. 4 first downs in 5 plays.
Falahi with the tackle.
$11 more.
Gain of 12 on the play and a Millis first down. 1st and 10 Millis. Ball for St. Mary's 21. Timeout, Millis.
Keep recording?
And we're going to timeout. Because all of a sudden Millis is moving the football. They kind of open up St. Mary's a little bit with those first 2 pass plays. And that's given Fallon, the quarterback, a little room to run. He just takes the direct snap and runs. Nothing fancy, just here I come, try and stop me. They haven't. He's got 27 yards and 3 carries. Completed the 2 passes for 21. And they're getting close to the red zone. They stay with the 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Finley in the backfield with Fallon, the quarterback.
Flying on the play.
And that looked like movement. The wide receiver took a step. You could almost see that coming.
1st and 15.
It was almost like he was genuflecting in spot.
Ball for St. Mary's 26.
So now it's going to be 1st and 15. Back at the 26. Just a little flinch by one of those 3 wideouts, and that was enough. Now they switch the 3 wideouts to the near side. They give it for the first time to the running back, Stephen Millis.
Stephen Millis, the ball carrier.
He gets ahead of steam up and gets it down to the 12. He picked up 14.
In on the tackle.
And we got another timeout.
Gain
So
of
Millis
9
knocking on the
play,
door,
second
trying to
down
get
and
on the
1.
board, cut
Ball
into
for
that
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's 22-0 lead here in the second period. Penalty didn't hurt.
Timeout, St. Mary's.
First and 15, they pick up 14, so it's going to be second down and a yard from the 12-yard line. And St. Mary's wants to talk about it. So the wheel's turning on both sides. Offensively for Millis, defensively for St. Mary's. A couple of the same coaches. Jimmy Phelps, Brent Losey, Arthur Erzak, Eric Mack, Bob Lowe, the new coaching staff for St. Mary's, along with Sean Driscoll.
Wait, so it's St. Mary's? And, no? Oh, it's not.
Quickly back to action, they run it. Should have a first down. They didn't need much. They didn't get much.
Stephen Millis, the ball carrier. Matthias Haley with the hit. Play does result in a first down. First and 10 Millis.
It was Millier again. He needed a yard. He got a yard. Five first downs picked up on this drive. It's first and 10 from the 11. No change. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side.
Fallon on the keep.
And Freeman from behind
George
wraps up Fallon as he gets a yard. Fallon looked like he was a little surprised. The ball might have been snapped a little early.
Second down and 9. Ball for St. Mary's 10.
Second down and 9. St. Mary's trying to keep him out. Millis trying to get in the end zone. Started back at the 30-yard line. This will be the 9th play of the drive. Now they're going to send the 3 wideouts to the near side. Looking to throw, trying to find somebody, and it's picked off. St. Mary's picks it off.
Fallon's pass intercepted by Jalen Echeverria. St. Mary's takes over first and 10. Ball from their own 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line, and I apologize, I didn't get to see who picked it off because as soon as they got it, there were 11 blue shirts all around them.
Yeah,
Go on Google and type in Dokkan Reddit.
So Millis picks up 5 first downs. They move the ball crisply. They get it down. First and goal at the 11. They decide to throw it, and it gets picked off by the Spartans.
Dokkan.
Now they're trying to hold on to it at their 3-yard line.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not. Oh. Short
You
pass.
tricked me, mister.
Nah, I thought it was gonna kick it too. Look at those birds flying south of the wonder.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
It's pretty late.
They run it off the right side with Freeman.
Ball for St. Mary's 8.
Out to the 8. We picked up 5.
Keep going down. No, go back.
Second and 5 for the Spartans. In no hurry here. No, leading 22-0 in the second period.
Go to mobile site.
George.
They give it to Freeman again. Close to first down yardage.
Brian Kane with the tackle.
That should be a first down.
They will bring up a 3rd down and 1.
They needed the 13. They got the 13.
What's that, Dragon Ball?
Ball for St. Mary's 13.
I'm surprised they're not asking for a measurement. According to state, they need almost a yard. The ball was at the 3-yard line when they started.
thought they were St. Mary's.
So it's third down.
Flag on the play.
And here's Millis jumping, and that's going to cost him 5. So this will be a first down.
Can't find it.
A couple of linemen just stepped into the backfield. They didn't hit anybody.
What happened?
Didn't knock anybody down.
Oh. But who got injured? Oh, the boy? Was it
They
that
move it
bad?
out to the 18. And that'll be a first down.
Was it that bad? Oh, snap.
So that was an easy play for the Spartans. Easy first down there. Echeverria off the right side. Across the 25.
John to it. You know the tackle.
Out to the 27. Picked up 9.
Can't find it.
He's two yards shy of 100 yards.
Gain of 8 on the play. Second down and 2. Off the St. Mary's 27.
Second and a yard.
Oh, and on Friday next week, a new LR's coming.
What is it?
LR Goku and Frieza from the tournament power. You know how they beat Jared?
And now we're going to get a timeout. People running around. Looked like St. Mary's a little bit confused how they were going to set up.
How'd you know from his website?
So Coach Driscoll says we'll take a timeout and
Do I
talk
just go
about it.
into one of the teams right now? St. Mary's the white one? He's the blue, right? Okay. Because you pointed over there.
St. Mary's just started quickly with the 89-yard kick return by Echeverria. They shut Millis down. They got the ball back. Good field position at their 45. Took them 8 plays to cover 55 yards. Echeverria again from the 8. Shut Millis down again. The punt pinned them at their 25. No problem. Took them 4 plays. Echeverria covering the last 74. 3 plays in a row he carried. The last one for 60 yards and a touchdown. Freeman has run in 2 conversions. And that's where we are, 22-0 St. Mary's.
I don't check it off. And the
Here
only reason I
in
know
the
is
second period, St. Mary's has a second and 1. After they just shut Millis down, Millis drove all the way down from their 30. Had the first and 10 at the 11. They decided to go upstairs, and St. Mary's picked it off. Coming to the near side, he gets over the 100 mark, and he picks up the first down. Echeverria. He's having himself quite a debut here.
James Works. Play does result in a first down. First and 10 St.
He
Mary's.
picked up 7.
Off their own 34.
He's got 105 yards in the first half and 3 touchdowns. That's a career for some players. Certainly not a half. We haven't finished a half yet. First and 10 from the 34. Wing is to the far side. They give it to Freeman off that far side. He gets ahead of steam up, gets across the 45 for another first down.
He'll be good. No, like, yeah, finish it. And now collect his medal though.
We're going to Millis play it down. They're going to put it to 46. He picked up 12.
Second out and never potential orbs.
But don't put potential orbs because you're not working. Click on the home or the event. And then go to the one that shows Gohan.
We've talked about this through soccer and football. What happens is that a lot of these teams, they haven't been able to get outside really with the extreme heat. Kelly Smith looks like he's okay. Now he's walking okay, getting off. Thank God for that.
The second one.
They didn't get a lot of practices outside. It was cut down on the scrimmages they had.
play for the
because they had
goal
to do a lot of work inside
and,
because of
and
the
the
heat.
other one gives you 7, the
So
third
there's
one,
gonna be,
but you're
like,
not gonna be able to
cramping
beat it because he's too hard.
Hopefully it'll be okay.
Just keep doing that one.
Freeman
Like,
again
it's
off
gonna
the
take
right
longer,
side.
it's faster for you to wake
Bangs
up
ahead for
than
another
trying
first
to,
down
kill the other guy.
into Millis territory.
George Freeman, the ball carrier. Nick Elcher in on the tackle. Play results in a
To the
first
Millis
down.
42.
First and 10,
12
St.
more.
Mary's. Ball from the Millis 42.
After you're done,
He's
with
got
the goal
50
line,
yards.
kick on Gogeta, the STR one.
What's it?
St. Mary's going quickly.
Gohan, what is it?
George Freeman, the ball carrier.
No, it's
Freeman again.
TUR. But he's not gonna show the T. He's just gonna say UR.
Inside the 35.
UR is
Gain of 4 on the play, second down and 6.
you go beyond the UR status.
Oh, just one.
So you get it transcended.
Inside the 40, excuse me. To 39. He picked up 3. No huddle, going quickly, trying to beat the clock.
These guys get wrecked quick.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
Straight ahead by Freeman.
At one point, I would.
I think St. Mary's got a little head start, but they might
Five.
go away with it.
Olmsted.
But like when I was younger,
They put it to 35, he picks up 4
I
more.
could imagine myself.
Why don't you join?
Play will bring up a third down and 3. Ball from the Millis 35.
Second and 3.
I'm not saying what. Yeah,
Now we get a timeout.
5 minutes. And do I just have it zoomed out or do I put it on the scoreboard?
Does he freaking transform? Does he transform again after he gets defeated?
After he gets defeated, he turns into Ultimate Gohan.
Oh my goodness.
Millis trying to keep him off the board. They want to go down by 4 touchdowns.
But
Down
after
by
you're
3 is
done,
bad enough.
just gonna awaken this guy by doing his event, but do the second one.
Millis will get the ball to start the second half. Looking to throw.
Who's better, him or him?
O'Leary's pass.
Incomplete.
For number 6. Enai Falahi. Incomplete. There's a flag
There's
on
a
the
flag
play.
on the play downfield. Did Millis get caught holding or interference?
I didn't think about it. Like, you're really loud.
It'll be from the line of scrimmage, whatever it is.
Penalty against Millis for holding.
Wow. The echo was all over there.
I think it's going to be against Millis.
Penalty
Yeah,
will
it is.
result in a
They
first
knock it
down.
off.
First and 10, St. Mary's. Ball from the Millis. 25-yard line.
A big 15-yarder. So maybe he gets a first down. They're in the red, almost in the red zone. They're at the, actually a 10-yard penalty.
So me right now, like talking like this, is the mic.
He stopped at the 25. I thought he was going to keep going.
Talk like this, like right now. Like I promise.
So first and 10 from the 25. As we're winding down the second period, St. Mary's trying to get in again. They pitch it out. Echeverria is going to get run over.
Echeverria on the pitch. Back up by 45.
Millis buried him outside the 30.
And number 2, Brian Kane.
At the 32, he lost 7.
Loss of 7 on the play. Play will bring up a second and
That puts
17.
him back under 100.
So you think this is funny because he's gonna be a waste of it?
Now we got timeout. St. Mary's last timeout.
Ball from St. Mary's 32.
So it'll be second and 17 from the 32. Because again, they're trying to beat the clock. Leading at 22-0. They scored in their first 3 possessions. They're trying to finish off a 97-yard drive after they start Millis on an interception.
I don't know. I just talked loud.
10 plays.
Like for a split second, I was like, whoa.
Freeman and Echeverria alternating. Freeman had done 4 straight plays
Yeah,
before
like,
they
me
that,
going like this,
that last.
yeah, I noticed.
Pass play.
And it might. Yeah, I think it.
And now the run by Echeverria.
Like this, look. I move, and then it vibrates for a second. I hope it's fine.
Well, I thought
So an auspicious debut for Coach Driscoll in the first half anyway. Still a lot of football left,
we used that man.
but they were
Wait,
hoping to get
you
out to a
wanted
quick start, and they certainly did. Running the opening kickoff back 89 yards. Can't get much quicker than that. Now they'd like to get another one before the end of the half. They've got it 2nd and 17 from the Millis 32. And they send 2 wideouts to the far side. O'Leary rolling that way, looking to throw, lets it fly, looking for the end zone. Incomplete.
Malahi's incomplete.
He was looking for any Falahi, excuse me. And it'll be 3rd and 17 from the 32. Back to everybody in tight motion, coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner. Gets around, and I think it was the 25-yard line that tripped him up. He got to the 18. He picked up 14. And here he's trying to go quickly.
O'Leary's pass intended for
They lob it into the end zone, incomplete. Flag on the play, that's going to be interference.
So do we just zoom out?
He's had a holding. And you can see the St. Mary's receiver pointing, saying, they hit me, or they grabbed me.
penalty against Millis for pass interference.
St. Mary's not going to do it. They're trying to beat the clock. They mark it down to the 9, half the distance. For another first down. First and goal from the 9. And I think Millis called the timeout because St. Mary's has used up all of theirs.
Penalty results in a first down, first and goal from the 10-yard line for St. Mary's.
This is discussing something. I'm not sure what that's all about. Now they're moving it even further back.
Ref cannot end on defensive
I thought it
penalty.
was half the distance. They put it down to the 2. I'm not sure what that was all about.
Ball will be
Now
spotted
they put it at the 3. So they marked off,
Final play of the
I
half.
thought it would be half the distance. Instead, they marked off 15 yards. So this is almost like a 2-point conversion. They have it at the 3-yard line.
So do we zoom out now?
Timeout, Millis.
Oh, no.
And they don't get the playoff. Well, either that or Millis called a timeout. So they called a timeout.
I'll just leave it on St. Mary's.
He signaled the ball back in play, and Millis got up left. I thought, yeah. The official time obviously kept down on the field, but they haven't signaled the clock operator to change anything on the clock. St. Mary's trying to add to a 22-0 lead. This drive started back at their 3-yard line. They are now at Millis' 3-yard line. So they've gone 94 yards. They're 3 yards away from finishing off a 97-yard drive. They like the conversions. They've been running Freeman to the right side. They run him that way. He gets down to about the 1.
With the score, St. Mary's 22, Millis nothing. Halftime refreshments, hot dogs.
He doesn't get in, and that's going to do it. So they come up just shy of a 97-yard drive, finishing the half, but they had a big half, putting 22 points on the board. Started with Echeverria's kick. Return, they scored on their first 3 possessions. They get shut down. They didn't get shut down. The clock shut them down. Welcome back. And at halftime, it's St. Mary's 22. Kick it off. Millis almost 200 yards, 196 yards of offense, 11 first downs. Echeverria, in his debut at running back, 112 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. George Freeman ran for 59 and a couple of conversions. And St. Mary's dominated. Millis got close once. 1st and 10 at the 11, they threw an interception. And now Millis will get the ball to start the second half. Millis only had 57 yards of offense. They give him out to the 40-yard line. And that's where they'll put it in play.
Millis takes over 1st and 10. Ball at their own 40-yard line.
Nothing changes. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Dillon in the backfield, the quarterback. Trying to run straight ahead. Gets pushed outside, turns the corner, picks up some yardage. He was the leading rusher in the first half of Millis. He had 20 yards. He get out to the 44 for a pickup of 4. So we're underway in the second half. This doesn't change anything, just flip-flop the receivers. Far side and near side, the 3 of them. Hit almost as soon as he touched the football. Nick Nowak didn't make the tackle, but he made the hit, slowed the ball carrier down, and he wound up losing a yard.
Loss of 1 on the play. They're down in 7. Ball from the Millis.
3rd and 7 from their own 43-yard line. Looking to throw over the middle, overthrew everybody.
Allen's pass intended for Nick Alger, incomplete.
It'll bring up a 4th down. Now there's a flag thrown up. I'm not sure what that was all about. Play is over. Everything is done. People going back to the huddle.
We have a winner in the 50-50 raffle.
Personal foul against St. Mary's.
Number 5-4.
That was after the play was over. Millis is going to get a first down.
5-4. 0-5-0-4.
Second time they've got a first down by way of penalty. And the second time it's been 15 yards. Down to the St. Mary's 42.
St. Mary's for a personal foul. Play penalty does result in a first down.
So they keep the drive alive. I'm not sure what happened with that. Pass was overthrown. The play was dead. Everybody was looking to wait for a would-be punt, and the flag was thrown. Now they fill the backfield with Fallon. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They try to run it off the right side with Millis. They pick up 2 to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8, ball from the 40-yard line.
St. Mary's ended the half 1 yard shy of a 97-yard drive after they shut Millis down with an interception. Freeman ran into the 1 and time ran out on him. Now they double the wideouts to the near side of the full house backfield. They try to run it to the near side, nothing doing. Freeman with the defensive play.
Brian Kane, the ball carrier.
That was Kane with the carry. They lose back to the 42.
They will bring up a 3rd down and 12.
They gain 2, they lose 2. It's going to be 3rd and 10. St. Mary's defense has bent once on that drive, but they didn't break. They come up with the interception. Other than that, they haven't given up anything. In the 3rd period, St. Mary's given up 60 yards of offense. Looking to throw. Fallon in trouble. Still looking. Still in trouble. Going to get hit and knocked down. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Couldn't find anybody downfield. Zach Barton, young sophomore, made the hit.
Down by number 22, Zach Barton. Number 50, Matthias Haley.
He lost another yard. Well, it brings up a 4th down, then we get a timeout called by Millis. I guess they're wondering whether they're going to go for it or not.
4th down and 11. Ball for St. Mary's 43.
So again, the wheels turning on both sides. Fourth down and 11. St. Mary's leading it 22-0. And let's see what Millis has decided to do. Looks like they're going to go. They fill the backfield. They send 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They dump the screen to Millis. Not going to be anywhere near a 1st down.
Balanced pass complete to Steve Malia. Tackled by 88.
They needed a 32. They got to the 35.
Results in a turnover on down. St. Mary's takes over. 1st and 10. Ball from their own 35.
They did pick up 8. But they needed 12. Actually, they needed 11, so they came up 3 yards shy. St. Mary's will get it for the first time here in the 3rd period. 1 wide out to the far side. They run it straight ahead. Freeman with a head of steam up. He's got a lot of room. They get an angle on him, they'll push him out of bounds, but not before he picks up a lot of yardage.
George Freeman on the carry. Pushed out
And
of
St.
bounds.
Mary's is knocking on the door again, down to the 12-yard line of Millis. "53 yards. And that puts him over 100 yards.
53-yard gain. By result,
Both Freeman and Echeverria have 112 yards rushing.
12-yard line.
And whistle, that's going to be, I think somebody might have moved.
Flag of the play.
And it was Millis that moved.
Penalty against Millis for the legal substitution. Play
To
is
kill
over.
the play, so I thought it was against St. Mary's.
Down just 8 yards.
First and 5. Freeman gets inside the 5. And it
Freeman,
wasn't
ball
Freeman.
carrier.
It was Zach Barden with the carry.
We'll bring up a second down from the 3-yard line.
Second and a yard. Off the right side. They didn't need much, they didn't get much. That was Freeman.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
Back to the 3, no gain.
Third goal, ball from the 2-yard line.
Third and a yard. Loomis trying to keep him out of the end zone. Taking an awful lot of time. We might have to get another timeout here. Last thing we'll do is come up with a 5-yard penalty here. And we did get a timeout. O'Leary brings the play back to the huddle. They get Patrick Henry in the backfield. They go double wing. They give it to Patrick Henry. They pile him up. He's trying to fall forward. He dives, trying to stretch out. They might have given him the first down. So they put the big guy, Patrick Henry, 6'4", 250. They put it at the 2. That's when they need for the first down.
No gain on the play.
They call it a first down.
Correction, play results in the first down. First and goal, St. Mary's just inside the 2-yard line.
First and goal from the 2. They like to run Freeman to the right side. And they run him to the right side. And second, third, fourth effort gets him in the end zone. And that makes it 28 to nothing.
2 yards out. St. Mary's touchdown.
Again.
65 yards in 5 plays, 53 of them picked up by Freeman. He now takes the lead over Echeverria by 2 yards. He's got 114. Echeverria's got 112. But Echeverria leads in touchdowns with 3. Freeman gets his first. They've accounted for all the points. And once again, they'll go for 2. And they were setting up in that double wing. And we get another 30-second timeout. O'Leary's going to go to the sideline. They've made 2 conversions, they've missed on 1. So they're 2 for 3. Echeverria slips a tackle, turns the corner, and goes in for the 2-point conversion.
And the 2-point conversion by Jalen.
So Freeman has rushed for 2, Echeverria's rushed for 1 conversion. They've accounted for all 30 points. And St. Mary's is comfortably ahead 30-0 here in the 3rd period. They went 60 yards on that 65-yard drive because they got a 5-yard penalty against Millis. St. Mary's over 200 yards, 234, 13 first downs, 256 yards of offense, and we're in the 3rd period. And they've got 2 rushing over 100 yards. And Freeman will kick it off. He does it on both sides of the ball, as does Echeverria playing defense. As do a few of these players. Nice run back, loose down the sideline. Freeman's got an angle and bangs Nick Ager out of bounds. That's a nice run back.
Nick Alger on the return. Driven out of
All the way back
George Freeman.
to about the 35-yard line, just outside the 35, I think. Ager just picking his spots. Freeman finally got an angle on him. Knocked him out at the 36. Obviously the best starting point for Millis. So Nick Ager with a nice return. I think the only thing left now is for Millis to try and get on the board. Fairly 30-0 here in the 3rd period. Fallon started straight ahead, now cuts it to the outside. Wrapped up and pushed out of bounds by Flay.
Fallon on the keep. Pushed out of bounds by number 6, Enoch Lahaye. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8.
They give him a couple to the 34. He's the leading rusher with 25 yards.
30-second timeout, Millis.
We only had 69 yards of offense late in the 3rd period. St. Mary's defense has shut them down. with the exception of one drive, and then they shut them down with an interception. Second and 8 for Millis. Their deepest penetration, with the exception of that one drive when they get down to the 11-yard line. He gets to the 30.
Fallon on the keep. Tackled by a host of St. Mary's defenders.
So they give him 4 more.
Gain of 4 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 ball for St.
Third
Mary's.
and 6. Or 3rd and 4, excuse me. They've picked up 6 in 2 plays. Obviously 4 down territory here. They try to run it straight ahead. They pile it and push him forward. Let's see how much forward progress they give Melia.
Stephen Millis, the ball carrier.
They give him 2
Gain of 2 on the play.
to the 28.
They will bring up a 4th and 2. Ball
4th
St.
and
Mary's
2 for Millis.
33. Correction, 28. Second timeout, Millis.
Yeah, we're going to timeout called by Millis. Look at the Millis coach on the sideline with a white shirt and tie. I haven't seen that anywhere. White shirt and tie on the sideline. Motion coming. Fallon keeps, he's got the first down inside the 25. They faked it to the motion man. Fallon kept one up inside. They got inside the 25
Tom Fallon on the keep.
to the 23. Picked up 5.
Jack McGuire, the tackle.
So first and 10 from the 23. Nothing changes. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Melia in the backfield with Fallon. Melia gets the carry off the right side. Goes up off the top of the pile. Gets near the 20. They put it to 19. They give him 4. Second down and 6. As we're winding down this 3rd period.
Now it's on the city with the tackle. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8.
Allen looking to throw. A little high, incomplete.
Balanced pass, and number
Looking
11.
for Tally Smith. It's good to see Tally Smith out there. He was the one that went out. They got knocked down a little bit. That was the last play of the 3rd period.
Down and 7. There's the end of the 3rd quarter.
84 yards of offense for Millis. 8 first downs, 2 of them coming by way of 15-yard penalties against St. Mary's. So 55 yards rushing, 29 yards passing. St. Mary's defense really doing a job. Millis trying to get on the board. St. Mary's well in hand, leading 30-0. The opening kick, Echeverria got it started for St. Mary's, rushing it 89 yards for a touchdown. Freeman with the conversion. This first possession, they went 55 in 8 plays. Echeverria going from the 8, Freeman again with the conversion. Then they went 75 yards in 4. Echeverria going 60 for the touchdown. The conversion was no good. It was 22-0 at halftime. Their first possession here, Freeman runs for 53, sets up the touchdown. Freeman runs it in from the 2. Echeverria takes care of the conversion. And that's Millis getting to the 16.
Stephen Millis, the ball carrier.
For a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Bring up a 4th and 5, ball for St. Mary's 23.
The ball's just inside the 16. Excuse me, it's actually at the 18-yard line. So he picked up a yard. Third and 5 from the 18-yard line. Fallon off the left side. We got a flag on the play. That might be a face mask.
Fallon on the key.
Freeman was trying to reach up and get Fallon
By George Freeman. There was a flag on
as
the play.
he was trying to turn the corner. And he threw the flag.
St. Mary's for face mask. Penalty will result in automatic first down.
And he'll sort it out. It's against St. Mary's, obviously. The line of scrimmage was the 18. And they're trying to sort out where they're going to move the ball to. They move it down to the 9, half the distance.
And we will result first and goal for Millis. Ball from the 9
Well,
yard
give
line.
Millis a 1st and goal. That's their 3rd first down by way of penalty. Now they fill the backfield. From the 9. Looking to throw. Steps up, dives forward for. I thought he might have got a yard. They're going to put him back at the 9, I think.
Tackle by 52, Terrence Valentine.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. We'll bring up a 2nd down and goal from the 9 yard line.
Second and goal from the 9. They were down here before and they threw an interception. Fallon's going to get hit, knocked down, and lose yardage. Back to the 16-yard line. They lost 7.
Fallon sacked by a host of St. Mary's defenders. A loss of 7.
So it was 1st and goal at the 9. It's now 3rd and goal from the 16. Now looking to throw, he's in trouble, steps up, runs with it, runs straight ahead, and he's going to get in. He dives in the end zone. He was looking to throw the ball, and he stepped up and found the lane. Looked like Moses parted the waters. He went just straight ahead and takes it in for the touchdown. So Millis gets on the board their first touchdown of the season, their first touchdown of the game. 16 yards.
Touchdown run, Thomas Fallon.
So they go 64 yards in 10 plays. And now Fallon's going to get run over. He gets buried by a host.
The point attempt is no good.
Nebo, Nowak, Baden, all burying him in the backfield. He was trying to throw the ball. So Millis avoids the shutout. It's now 30-6. So maybe the only time St. Mary's was stopped, they started a drive after picking off a pass at the 3-yard line. They proceeded to go drive, finishing up at the 1-yard line with the clock running out. So the clock is what stopped St. Mary's. Otherwise, they've scored every time they held the football. Millis gets their first, and now they'll kick it off. It's going to be the second time that Millis is kicking off. The last time they kicked off, Echeverria took it 89 yards for a touchdown to set the tone for the game. Millis still hasn't got 100 yards rushing, even with that 64-yard drive.
Millis' onside kick was out of bounds. St. Mary's will take over first and 10.
I have to take it back. That was a 36-yard drive. They didn't start at their own 36. They started at the St. Mary's 36 on that nice punt return. Now the squib kick, trying to get the ball back. St. Mary's will have it at their 43. Off the right side, spinning with the carry, Mark Nebo, his first carry. We might have seen the last of Echeverria and Freeman. And St. Mary's gets it down to the 46-yard line of Millis. That's enough for a first down. 11 yards and a first down. That's a pretty good average for Nebo, 11 yards a carry. O'Leary's still in at quarterback.
Results in a first down, first and 10 St. Mary's, ball from the Millis 46.
To give it to Nebo again. Inside the 45 to about the 42, maybe the 43.
5 on the play, second down and 5.
St. Mary's content to just run the ball and shrink the game. He put it to 42, he picked up 4. So Freeman winds up with 114 yards, Echeverria 112. Echeverria 3 touchdowns and a conversion. Freeman a touchdown and 2 conversions. They accounted for all 30 points. coming to the near side. That's Barden, the young sophomore, with the carry. Gets it to the 45 for a pickup of 3. 3rd and 3 for St. Mary's.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Actually picked up 2 to the 40-yard line.
Gable.
So it's 3rd and 4.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 ball from St. Mary's 40.
St. Mary's in no big hurry. Just trying to shrink the game up, run the clock. Get out of here without anybody getting hurt, getting a big win. Trying to squeeze a couple of yards off that right side. That's Mark Nebo.
Mark Nebo, the ball carrier. Tackled by a host of Millis defenders.
They give him to the 30. We'll call it the 38. No, we'll call it the 39 and give him a yard.
We'll bring up a 4th down and 3. St. Mary's 39.
So 4th and a couple.
Thank you.
Even though it was.
You only have 4 minutes?
Millis almost jumped. Long count by O'Leary. And he waited. He was trying to draw them offside. He finally calls a timeout. Millis almost jumped. They got back without making contact. Freeman coming back in the game. Fourth and 3 for the Spartans when we get back to football, as both coaches talking offensively and defensively. Millis has not stopped St. Mary's all day. The clock stopped them. Ending at the 1-yard line with time running out in the first half after they drove from their own 3, picking off a pass for the deepest penetration at that point by Millis. Millis has come back with a big kick return after the St. Mary's touchdown here in the 3rd period. It was Ager with a very nice punt return, getting it to the 36-yard line of St. Mary's. 10 plays later, it was Fallon on really a broken play, running 16 for the touchdown. I think that's going to cost St. Mary's 5 yards.
Flag on the play. False start against St. Mary's.
I'm going to move it back to the 44. And it'll be 4th and 7 from there. And we got another timeout. So slow getting through this 4th period. St. Mary's is going to go 1-0 on the new season. Congratulations to new coach Sean Driscoll, coming over from Winthrop. Did a very good job at Winthrop. Not the easiest thing to coach Winthrop High School with this small student body, with playing up against the big boys. They didn't shy away from anybody. They played everybody: Peabody, Foster, English, classical. They had some big years, some very good players. St. Mary's going to kick it away. The kick is away from the 20-yard line, off and running out in front. They're not going to get him. Edwards is going to take this to the house. 75 yards.
On the punt return for Millis. 70-yard punt return.
I don't want to jip Mr. Edwards. That was actually 80 yards. He ran that kick back.
Millis, 12.
He had one tackle to break at right about the 30-yard line. And he went through that little hand tackle and went off to the races and ran it 80 yards. So back-to-back touchdowns has made it 30-12 here in the fourth period. Outstanding run back by Christopher Edwards. Millis will have something to celebrate for the bus ride home. They're going to go for two. They set up in the I formation. Now we're getting another timeout. They don't want to take the timeouts home with them. They're all taking them here in the fourth period, using them up. Trying to throw it again. Looking. Now he's going to try and run with it. He runs it in. But there's a flag on the play, a couple of flags on the play. And I think they're going to bring it back. That's going to be against Millis. That might have been somebody downfield illegally because he was going to throw the ball. And then he took off and ran with it. And that's going to be against Millis, so they're not going to get the two-point conversion.
For the recording, Matthew. Ask him. If he wants to switch, I'm fine with it.
So they'll trying to straighten it out. Probably trying to figure where they're going to. Millis is coming out trying to run a play. They haven't. They can't do it yet.
What time? Scoreboard?
So I think what they're saying is no conversion. They finally
You just asked me if I switch or...
decide what they're going to do. They're going to move it back.
Well, no, yeah, but I'm just asking.
And I guess from the point of foul, because they put it back to the 14-yard line. Well, it's not a 10-yard penalty. It turns out to be an 11-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage, but probably from the point of foul. So now they double up the wideouts to either side, looking for the two-point conversion. Fallon in trouble again. Sneaks away and lets it fly. Incomplete. He had a man open, and he couldn't hold on.
No good.
Nick Ager got loose in the corner of the end zone, but couldn't hold on. So it's 30-12, and Millis will kick it off. As we're winding down this fourth period. It was 30-0 for a very nice kick return by Nick Ager. Set Millis up at the St. Mary's 36. And on a broken play, Fallon ran it in from the 16-yard line. Conversion was no good. It was 30-6. St. Mary's looked like they were moving the ball well, but they came up short. Wound up with a penalty and wound up kicking it away. And Christopher Edwards ran it back 80 yards for a touchdown. Conversion no good, and it's 30-12. And let's see if they try a little onside kick here. Edwards who ran the ball back. And they do. They're looking for the onside kick. And Patrick Henry almost ran it for a touchdown. He caught it in stride and almost broke away.
Drive from behind by number 42, Andrew Finley.
St. Mary's going to have it. They kicked a little ground ball, took a nice hop right into the lap of Patrick Henry. And the big guy got loose and almost took it to the house. They just knocked him down at the Millis 35-yard line. So a nice return by Patrick Henry. They give it to Freeman off the right side, gets ahead of steam up. Freeman having a very nice game on both sides of the ball. Gets it to 24, he picked up 11 and a first down. He's got 125 yards. Freeman again off the right side. Squeezes a yard or two.
George Freeman, the ball carrier. Gain of 1 on the play.
They give him a 22 for 2.
They will bring up a 3rd down and 8.
2nd and 8 for the Spartans. Freeman will come out. Nebo was back in. Freeman with 127. Echeverria with 112. Echeverria, he ran a conversion in the second half. He hasn't run a play in the second half. He got that 112 in the first half. One of those, a big 60-yard touchdown run. And they pile up Zach Barton. Not before we get to the 10.
Zach Barton, the ball carrier. Gain of 12 on the play and a first down.
Clock winding down.
St. Mary's, 1st and goal for the 10.
St. Mary's doesn't need any more. So Echeverria with 112, Freeman with 125. St. Mary's putting up 30 points. Millis finally gets 12. 1 on the touchdown, 1 on the punt return. And hit in the backfield, getting back just about to the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. Right now they have 279 yards of offense, St. Mary's.
2nd and goal, ball from the 10.
No big rush here. Trying to let the clock run out. I think St. Mary's going to take a knee here. So Echeverria 112, Freeman with 127, Echeverria with 3 touchdowns. It was Echeverria taking the kick 89 yards to opening kickoff. Freeman with the conversion 8-0. Echeverria went 8. Freeman again with the conversion made it 16-0. And Echeverria went 60. Conversion was no good. It was 22-0 at halftime. Freeman got in the act, scoring from the 2. Echeverria ran in the conversion. It was 30-0. Echeverria and Freeman combining for all 30 points. And Millis finally got on the board in the 4th period. Fallon on a broken play went 16 for the touchdown. No conversion. And then Edwards with a terrific 80-yard punt return made it 30-12, and that's the final score. St. Mary's winds up with 279 yards of offense, 15 first downs, 94 yards of offense. They held Millis under 100 yards, 9 first downs, 3 of them by penalty. And Millis gets 2 touchdowns very late in the game to avoid the shutout. But congratulations to Sean Driscoll, his first gig as the new St. Mary's head coach. Gets a win to go 1-0. And Echeverria, his first prime time running the football, goes for 112 and 3 touchdowns. Freeman, coming off a nice year last year, starts right where he ended off. He runs for 127, a touchdown and a conversion. St. Mary's goes 1-0. Millis will go 0-1. We hope you enjoyed it. 30-12, excuse me. St. Mary's over Millis. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.